Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Doominbottle Let's Plays. Last time we were here, we rescued the hostages, well, sort of, and stopped the bomb from going off. Now we're going to head towards the administration office, see if we can save Greg's wife, and, if we're lucky, stop Zeke Sanders. I apologize for the huge break in my uploading schedule. I just upgraded my computer to Windows 8.1, and it broke everything. It broke my recording software, it temporarily broke my audio recording software, I was having crashing issues, it just was a big mess. I had to update everything once the updates for 8.1 came out, and that's really killed my schedule as for uploading videos. I apologize for that. Right here we see our first instance of the video camera. You can see two little green lines showing you exactly where it's looking. It gives you that cone of view so you're not guessing, hey, is the camera seeing me, can it not see me? If it does see you, it will actually turn yellow and will alert anyone in the area. If you just stand in it and just completely just stay there, it will turn red and set off an alarm. But I'm not going to try to not do that because on my previous file, when I was getting ready for this, I managed to set this off to a yellow status and got myself shot to death, which was not the most optimal way of going about things, to say the least. Walk faster. Okay. Now I can hear it, and I should be able to just walk past. There's actually two guys. Oh, son of a biscuit. Okay. Speaking about how I'm not going to walk in front of a camera in that exact moment I walk in front of a camera. That is just how it's going to go. Right here I'm going to do a little bit more hacking, and I will explain it when I get one that actually has all the things that you normally see, which should be coming up pretty soon, actually. So not too big of an issue.
Access granted.
Open the store. And we get decontaminated again. You know, yeah, understandably a big thing, but it's pretty much there. Let the next string load. This guy's just gonna. There is literally, to my knowledge, nothing up that ladder or up those stairs. There's no reason to actually go up there. And can't grab that, whatever. So I don't know why it's up there. I guess it's so you can get distracted and try to check it out. And again, elevator button. No. I am the good at stealth, guys. I'm the greatest. This is how everything's going to go down. I'm going to mess up everything. I just did a practice recording, and I got myself killed in that, too. Okay, so as you can see in the corner, they're at a hostile status. Of course, they're a floor above me, so it's not going to anything here. Right here, we see our first Praxis kit. Now, it's revealed slightly later that you actually did not have all of your upgrades turned on because of the amount of damage that we took in the tutorial, being slammed into a wall and shot in the face. Every other possible pain that could have happened. So this is actually how you're going to be able to upgrade your augmentations. And your augmentations can go anywhere from brain-based augmentations to your torsos to everything else. I'll get into each one a little bit later. What I'm currently going to do is the Seraph Series 8 energy converter, which lets you either buy more energy cells or buy energy recharge rate. I always buy recharge rate when I do melee only because it lets you punch a little bit quicker, keeps you a little bit more in control of situations, so you're not sitting there going, I'm not going to get this box, am I? Nope, get off the box. What's this saying? Yeah. Energy recharge rate lets you throw punches a lot quicker than if I had more battery space, because as I said, only one of those batteries will refill. Now right here, I believe this is the hub that actually has all the things in it. So I can explain this a little bit better. Yes, it does. It has a number of... Okay, so right here you have your three different ones. This is your normal file. Doesn't do anything. It's just a point for you to hack. Nothing real special about it. Up here is a node that will either have an item in it, experience in it, or money in it. Always a good thing to hack. There's never a reason you shouldn't hack those unless you're about to get caught. Right here is a special kind of node. What it will do, the clearance one will actually lower the number rating for these by quite a bit. Be a 1 or 2, but it makes a lot of difference. I'll demonstrate right now as I just start hacking everything. I just drop that by 2, drop that by 2. There's other ones that actually transfer over or make ones that are next to it actually soften up, which is pretty awesome. There's never a reason not to hack a computer. There's actually a lot of, again, complaints towards this game for the fact that you could metagame it very, very, very hard. And the way you can metagame it is you go very early, hacking skill. You just go hacking, and that's it. And you can get XP, as you see, by doing hacks. Doing 20, you get 25 apiece, multiply it by 10 computers. You've got quite a bit of XP towards your next upgrade, and there are control panels everywhere. We're about to hit a cutscene as we go through this next door, so I'm going to be quiet just for me because this is sort of important, so...
Step away from the console. Now! Help me! Son of a bitch! Pritchard, you still there?
Where else would I be?
Patch me to Seraph, now.
Adam, it's David. You got the Typhoon?
Yeah, but you were right about there being something more behind this. Because I've also got a dead purist in here with some pretty interesting cerebral implants.
Don't touch him. We'll need an expert to recover his neural hub, in case it's booby-trapped.
Copy that. What about Sanders?
SWAT's pressuring me to let them off the leash. Find them before they do, and deal with them.
Yep, as you saw, a purist, which would be an anti-augment person to the point of extreme, has mental uplink augments. It's a little weird, which we'll get into a little bit later. What? As I was saying, what was I saying? Ah, yes, metagaming. And so you could get a lot more XP if you just chose to go the hacker route. Going non-lethal and hacker, you get so much more XP than you do being lethal and just trying to brute force your way in. Which, you know, understandably, stealthing it is a little bit harder, so it should have a bigger reward. But it's just such a huge difference. It's not even a minor difference. It is so big. Every time I knock someone down like this, I get double the XP, if not triple the XP, just for not shooting them and not killing them. And this is the patience game. I really hope he has to turn around. I probably should just wait and hand it. We'll see. There we go. There's that. Take a machine gun. So I can sell that a little bit later, because Praxis kits are really, really expensive. Oh my goodness. Later on, you actually get the opportunity to buy Praxis kits. And you actually get it in every city. You can buy 2 per city. That's 2 free levels, essentially. Using a Praxis kit does not reset your XP, so you don't have to worry about, oh, do I have to wait until I'm low on XP to use it? No, it's completely fine to use it when you're at 4,900, and you'll still be able to. You get a free Praxis kit every 5,000 XP. But so you don't have to worry about that. But they cost about 5,000 forget what the actual currency is called. Credits. Credits, I don't know why I forgot that. Oh, shoot. Oh. Yep. I did it good. I did good, and I'm going to get myself killed again. Woo! Okay, energy is just about back up, which is good, so I can actually do what I'm planning on doing. Just running out like my car doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, down. His buddy's going to start popping shots at him. Now, I do have items that actually can let me regen my energy a lot quicker, actually get a free full battery worth. But I am a stickler for cheap. I always will try to save all my items as much as I can. Even in situations where I probably should just man up and use them. So I'm just going to move up here. That. And pop. Yes, I'm not the stealthiest person, and I'm not necessarily good at it, but I am pretty good at using cover and stuff to my advantage with melee. So, as I did comment a little bit ago, I shall be, or people did say you can metagame it, and I will be, because every single one of these computers is hackable. So I'm going to fast forward this, play some music, and I'll see you back in a minute. Hit the Seraph Industries administrative office, where Miss Jessie Thorpe is. Thorpe? It's Thorpe, not Thorpe. I'm not sure. Never been all that great at pronouncing names. One thing you definitely want to keep an eye out for as you play through is look for books and stuff like that. Every time you read a new book, you get what's called the Scholar bonus. It's 200 free XP. Always worth the time. So right here, we're about to go in. And we're gonna meet Mr. Z.
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hurt you. You're a civilian. But I will if you don't give me a choice.
If you didn't want to hurt anyone, you should have stayed home tonight.
Oh, look! Seraph's attack dog. You're here to clean up before the police bust in? He thinks we're breaking the law. Shut up! All you body polluters break laws. You're all the same.
You're gonna have a hard time convincing people you're any different once they hear you had an AUG on your team.
What?
I found your attack dog in the factoring labs, trying to cut through security with his implanted hackware.
Nice try, Cholo. But I would never let one of you freaks on my crew. Back off, Lantern! I got business to take care of, understand? If what you say is true, and I'm not saying it is here, but I gotta check things out. So, mia la vieja, we're leaving.
Right here is our first actual meaningful dialogue here of trying to talk to someone and get them not to do what they want to do, or get them to do exactly what you want them to do. Now, what I wanted to do is free Josie. I'm not too worried about him, because as you saw, he had no idea that he even had a hacker on his team with implants. So, priority is hostages first, always will be.
You know I can't let you go with her.
Stand down, Hanser! I told you, stand down or this bitch is dead.
Bullshit. You're bigger than that. You don't kill civilians.
Damn right. I'm a decorated vet, and I won't be jerked around. I need to find out who's behind this, and right now the boss lady's my only ticket out of here.
Listen to me. Whatever's going on, it's big. You've got a better chance of getting to the bottom of it if you work with me. But I can't do a thing until you let her go.
Are you stupid? I don't work with AUGs. God, you must think I'm some kind of moron. And who can blame you? Because it's exactly what it must look like to everyone right now. Trapped in here by the cops, and my only option is to take a hostage. How screwed up is that?
Okay, and right here you can read a small synopsis. What you're going to say, it's not going to be the exact thing, but it's the idea behind it, as well as the emotion with it. and think about what you know of the character and work off that. There is also an augment that lets you actually go through this and see how they're going to react, get percentages on what's the best idea to dealing with them. I've played this game more than a few times, so I know how to do this one. I also know how to do the next one.
Nothing else to say.
Okay, I didn't know if you sit there and you don't say anything while you think. Apparently they get mad at you. I really don't want to time out on this and have him just shoot her in the face or something. I'm going to hit empathize.
To get you out of here.
Because he's a vet. We have this feeling, you know?
There's no way I could put my trust in you. You're on the same side as the cops. They got me completely surrounded and there's nothing I can do. I'm all alone in here.
And believe it or not, the way to do this is just to empathize a lot with him. Going, dude, you're a vet. I understand how you feel. You're not just a punk. Come on.
You're right. I'm not. One of your kind tricked my brother into manipulating me. And I have to make sure that they get what all can openers deserve. I'm not wasting any more of my time arguing with you. Out of my way!
Here we get our last dialogue choice. Jeez. To pretty much say, dude,
you've got more honor than the man who betrayed you.
You know better. Let's
You're not gonna let your brother down like this. The hacker was expecting
the fun fact here is,
civilians
I'm
to be in the
gonna
building
keep talking. This should let her go, which will be fine.
Force the cops to silence
Zeke
you
will actually make out here scot-free.
You're
If you let Zeke get out with Jesse, the SWAT will be waiting outside the door and actually kill him and Jesse, which is very, very weird. I would have liked, maybe Zeke gets shot when he goes out the door, and you can't free him, or she ends up getting killed a little bit later.
I got Blade here,
but it's very, very odd to me.
I've got as much interest in finding out who's really behind this as you.
During the same time period of conversation, the SWAT is outside the door.
Maybe I'll owe you.
But he can make it out if he doesn't
But I
have
promise you
hostages.
this.
Maybe it's just something I'm not understanding. But yeah, here you are. You get 1,000 points for the solo gun. Always worth it to do.
What's your
You get 750 for getting things done here.
Sanders is gone.
And
boss.
this is exactly where I want to be. So here we go.
Somebody else set this up.
Our employer is
Okay, I want you
not
back here
too
now.
happy with us.
The admin building has a rooftop terrace. Meet Burrito.
Very not happy with the fact I did just let him go. Because, well, he did just hold hostages. But you gotta let him go to find out who in the world is actually behind this, because it's obviously not him. He's not that smart. Okay. And whoops. Oh, okay.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Just a little shaken up, but what about the other hostages? My husband was with them in one of the assembly labs, and I overheard talk about a bomb.
Don't worry, they're safe.
Oh, thank God. When those men surprised us. Mr. Jensen, they should not have been able to get in. With the typhoon being moved in and all, I double-checked the protocols myself.
Yeah, I expect Pritchard's doing the same thing right now. Stay here. DPD will want to question you.
Yeah.
But you and your husband should be reunited soon.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. You're a
So,
hero.
I always like to just chat with them and let them know that each other is safe. Again, I play Jensen as a very nice person, for the most part.
Sorry, Mr. Thorpe. The target is
There are a few times I just go completely
My
mean
wife,
and just be a
is she
jerk to
all right?
everybody.
She's fine.
But
It'll shake it up, though.
it's just not how I
Swab will
picture
need to
Jensen.
debrief her.
Guy
You'll
that
see her
comes
soon.
back
I don't know what to say.
and does all
I
this
think
doesn't
I've
seem
given
like
up
he
on
would
her.
just be a
You're
jerk
true
to everyone.
hero, man.
Especially when all the
Find
there's a
somewhere
lot of
to
side
take this, I
quests
swear.
that
There's no
require
need
you
for
just to
that.
do
I was just
favors
doing
with
my
each
job.
for people.
Don't be modest. I didn't
And
recognize you
you can do
before,
it for your own
but
personal
I know who
gain.
you are, Mr. Jensen.
But again,
And I
it's
know
just
you
in
weren't
my
supposed to
head
be
the
back
way
at work
Jensen
yet.
never was.
Thank God you are.
Okay,
I'll be in
and
touch.
so with finishing up that, I'm going to get into this helicarrier, take off, and when we land, I will be,
You made a lot of people.
back
That's what
to,
they pay me for.
No.
I forgot,
They
Seraph
pay you to
Industries.
put corporate interests
Got
ahead
the
of
name there.
people. You found a way to satisfy everyone. Guess Dr. Reed was telling the truth about you.
Megan, what are you talking about, Malik?
Before you were hired, she said the papers were lying about Mexican Town. That you weren't fired from the force. You quit when you
This
realized
is going to be one of my
protect and
random
serve had become
noticings, as I
protect and serve the corporate
prone to do,
interest.
Is it me, or
Nice
are
to
their
see she was
teeth
right.
way too
You
freaking
ready to go?
shiny? Way
Yeah,
too
get me out
shiny.
of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
No, I am not one for skipping cutscenes, but I will be skipping takeoff flying cutscenes because they add nothing. Nothing really happens during them. You're just flying in the jet. There's no, not like the first one where we were talking with Seraph. No, you're just flying. So, not going to be doing that. As the little tooltip at the bottom there does tell you, if you see a number next to your hacking thing, the way you try hacking, it says 2, and you haven't upgraded your hacking to level 2, you will not be able to even access it. Yeah, I landed.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel? Being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out,
I can
what do you
punch
think?
through walls if I choose to do so. I can punch people out with
You're right.
my fist.
I didn't choose to
Stab
get
them.
augmented.
It
I
feels
still
good.
don't know if I would
It
have
feels
if
good. I
given
can
the
just run around
choice.
being a maniac.
But today felt good. Surprisingly good.
Dr. Reed said you'd take to them. Said it was in your genes. Just be careful, okay? A lot of people think there's a reason the human body rejects this technology over time.
Way too
I didn't
freaking
pay you for the type who
shiny.
gets caught up in metaphysical debates, Malik.
I'm not. I told you myself, I've got neuro
Again,
enhancements.
the game
I'm just saying the choices
just
we do get to make
slams you
inevitably
with
have consequences.
choices matter.
Tell
They
that
will
to the
matter later
bastard
down
who
the
did this
line,
to me.
and you
I hear
have
you.
choice in
And you
anything
know what?
and everything.
You're not the
you do.
only person in
Even
this
me
place who
letting
wants to
Zeke go
find
instead
you.
of trying to
So
kill
if I can
him
help in any way,
will
all you gotta do is
actually
ask.
come back later to help me a bit. Or hurt me a bit, depending on the way I treat Zeke again next time I deal with him. With the fact that he does say he owes me one. So.
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's
Gotta
secure.
love Malik.
Roger
Great
that.
person.
Good night, Malik.
One thing I've never understood, and again, this is just me being a little bit random on my thought process. How come I'm, like, augmented to everything? I understand, you know, my augments are not fully working, you know, up to date sort of thing. But I can run for about 3 seconds. 3 seconds before I run out of breath. You can upgrade it to about 9 seconds. Dude, I'm not in that great a shape by any stretch of imagination, and I can run at least 10 seconds before I have to stop. And I'm using regular legs. Real quick, just gotta grab augment. And I have full energy regen, which is the best thing. I'm gonna drop self-pressure.
Well, if it isn't my
That will
Mahatma
actually
Gandhi
change
himself,
based
come
on
to honor us all
whether or
with
not you killed
life-preserving
everyone,
presents.
who you
If this
saved,
is about the
etc.
Typhoon, I'll get to
etc.
it in a
etc.
minute.
But yeah,
Wow,
because
Richard.
I
I didn't
didn't
risk my neck to
actually.
have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and
Since I didn't
scuzzy
kill anyone, I saved
Well,
everybody.
look at you,
I do get
using
called
the
Mahatma
big
Gandhi
words.
because
Don't
I
think
just
just
didn't
because
kill
you hacked
anyone.
through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on
But
everything.
yeah, right now we're
computer.
dealing with Pritchard.
There's a reason I
and
can't examine the
hate
Typhoon
Pritchard
yet.
so much.
Do tell.
Later
For your
on,
information,
you
I
get
am
a little
running
more
a
accustomed to the way
diagnostic
he
sweep
is,
on our
and you
network
actually
in outer security
bond with him a little bit,
to find out how
and make it so he's
Sanders
not quite
hackers
a
got a
jerk
hold
to
of
you.
our codes.
But it's
I
just
thought the first question
all
to
his
ask is,
callousness is
whose codes were
so
they?
frustrating.
You already
For
know.
over
Stick
half
to
the
kicking
game.
down doors and shooting people,
It is just-
Jensen, and stop trying to do
He's a
my
great
job.
character because he's believable.
I
Because
guarantee
everyone
you we'll
has
get along
this
better
guy in
that
their
way.
life. That one jerk who you just want to punch, but you know you're not allowed to. Anyways, we just got the Typhoon back. We finished rescuing the hostages, saving Jesse Thorpe, and are about to go get our debriefing. So I'm actually going to say this is a good time to stop for right now. And when we fit next time, I will be gang debriefed, finding out my next mission, and picking up our first side missions of the Let's Play. So, thank you all for joining me. See you next time.